This is the King 5 High School Sports Blitz, brought to you by Dairy Gold, farmer-owned and local since 1918. Now, the most mediocre kicker in Bowling Green history, Paul Sylvie.
Why do you got to slam me like that to start this thing off? I need all the energy I can get. Yes, mediocre. Good way to describe it. Thank you, Tony White. All right, good evening. Welcome to Week 3 of the High School Sports Blitz. We've got a lot to get to here. We are rocking the Titans of Todd Beamer tonight. We appreciate the Darren McKay, the head coach down there, helping us out, giving us one, at least giving me a jersey that somewhat fits. So thank you, Darren, and thank you to the Todd Beamer Titans tonight. We're looking at highlights and reports from about 19 high school football games tonight. You can, if you're at these games, we want you to tweet us, take some pictures, and let us know what you're doing out there. Hashtag K5 Sports, and we'll work them into the show as much as we possibly can. So, in the words of the infamous Todd Beamer, let's roll. Let's do this thing. Let's get after it. Now, from north to south, here are the towns and cities we're in. Over and on tonight. 14 places around the sound, from Everett to Seattle and all the way down to Spanaway and Tukwila. There's a lot of action on the way. A big night at Spark Stadium as crosstown rivals Rogers takes on Puyallup. Rams ready for action, but it's the Vikings having other ideas. The Vikes take control early on the ground. Kyle Kramer was a workhorse all night, powering it in from here. Puyallup up 7-0. The fans loving it. Vikings right back. Quarterback Jacob Holcomb to Darius Morrison. Just the right spin to tuck it inside the pylon. 14-0 Vikings. Puyallup D, all business, including this pick for George Johnson to halt a Rogers drive. Tough night for the Rams to get anything going. Then it's Puyallup's Holcomb dumping it off to Landon Neff, who weaves and eludes the Rams defenders for a 37-yard touchdown. Rogers fans never losing their energy and still hoping for some magic. But no, Jacob takes it to the house himself for another Puyallup touchdown. The Vikings cheer, the fans get a workout, counting up the score in this one. The final, the Vikings over the Rams, 35-0. The Irish of O'Day taking on Skyview at Seattle's Memorial Stadium. Cole Denninger makes the catch on the outside for O'Day, but the ball pops loose. That's when Miles Klingler makes a heads-up play, scoops up the football, and takes it into the end zone. He's waiting for the call, and it's a touchdown. Skyview tries to counter. Quarterback Carter Hill fires to the end zone. Look at the interception by J.P. Moriarty. Diving grab, and he hangs on. O'Day's defense playing tough. Skyview tries to get it going in the second quarter. Hill hits Tavis Pinkney. He cuts it back, finds an opening, takes off. Thomas Shorak showing some speed, tracks him down, and saves a touchdown. Great tackle, at least temporarily. J-Linny McGee takes the handoff. He goes the other way. Good-looking play to get Skyview on the board. How about this play by O'Day? Quarterback Imonte Scott rolls out, buys some time. He finally makes a tough throw, going the other way to Cyrus Hunter. Patience pays off, keeps the drive alive. The Irish just keep pounding the football and coming away with points. O'Day scores on this drive and a few more drives. The Irish knock off Skyview. The final in this one, 38-7. A colorful crowd tonight up at Edmonds. The Warriors of Edmonds Woodway hosting the Woodinville Falcons. Woodinville quarterback Jaden Sheffy with a quick pass to Nash Fouch for a nice gain. The Warriors rise up on defense. Sheffy has nowhere to go on this one, and Dominic Lawrence tracks him down, and then check him out. He goes all WWE on him. Oh, he's fired up. Sheffy shakes it off and gets it going again. He hits Frank Yaris, who works hard to get the first down here. Brett Acabas carries the rock from there. He racks up a couple of touchdowns. A lot of those who follow high school football say keep an eye on the Woodinville Falcons this season, especially in Kinko. Falcons win tonight, 24-6. We're flying down to Art Crate Stadium for skylights. Lincoln and Bethel at Art Crate Stadium. Bethel with a quick pass to Micaiah Lee. It's what you do after the catch. Look at this kid fly. Splits the defenders, and the Abes are giving chase. 45 yards for a touchdown. Give Bethel a 21-6 lead in the second quarter. Back come the Abes. Quarterback Caden Filer throws to Nick Goss. Watch him go up and get this one. Oh, that's a man's catch right there. The Abes go to the ground. Austin Mung takes the handoff, and he weaves his way through the defense. Caleb Fry trips him up before his teammates help take him down the rest of the way. Lincoln caps it off with a touchdown pass. Filer to Goss one more time. This is just pretty. Nice play for a touchdown here. And Lincoln and Bethel playing a good one tonight.
Time now for the big game, brought to you by Dairy Gold, farmer-owned and local since 1918.
Over 110,000 votes were cast this week. A lot of people chiming in. The winner was the fishbowl for the King 5 big game, and Chris Egan joins us now live. Tell us how it all went out there tonight, Chris.
Well, Paul, it's fitting that you're wearing a jersey from Coach McKay, now at Beamer, but before Beamer, Coach McKay coached for Gig Harbor, and he coached many, many fish bowls for the Tides. We've been to lots of high school football games over the years, but it is definitely tough to top the environment of the fish bowl. The 38th meeting between Peninsula and Gig Harbor, living up to the hype tonight, and then some, with a huge crowd, big plays, and some gritty football down the stretch. The Gig Harbor splash zone is packed tonight for the fishbowl. Not an empty seat on the Tide side or the Seahawks section. Gig Harbor looking for redemption after last year's loss. Gig Harbor on the move in the second quarter. 3rd and 27. Ben Hollenbeck scrambles, and it's Kellen Odell Beckham Gregory with the one-handed grab. One of the best big game catches we've seen. A few plays later, Gig Harbor orders up the same combo. Hollenbeck to Gregory, touchdown Tides, 7-3 at Gig Harbor. Right before the half, Peninsula looking for the end zone, but Burt Griffin's pass takes a bad bounce, and there's Hollenbeck with the pick. Gig Harbor leads it 7-3 at the break. There are so many people here, I even found one of my nieces, Ellie. Ellie, what time is it?
It's time for the second half! Yeah!
Third quarter, Cameron McDonald gets the rock, knocks down a defender, and scores. Peninsula now leads it 10-7. The Seahawks begin the fourth quarter with a big play on defense. Braden Potter picks it and returns it. Potter having a big night. He scores. Touchdown Seahawks. The Seahawks get the ball back, and it's Burt Griffin with the perfect pass. Touchdown Peninsula, and the Seahawk fans go crazy. Peninsula wins it 31-21.
It's insane. It's something you can never forget. You'll remember this for your whole life. Tell it to your grandkids, tell it to your great-great-grandkids. It's going to be a special moment forever.
That is Braden Potter. He ran a touchdown in, running one in, and he also had the big interception, returned it for the pick six. So tonight, Braden Potter, more popular than Harry Potter out here tonight in beautiful Purdy. The series now a little closer, but despite the win by Peninsula, Gig Harbor still leads the overall series 20-18, but the Seahawks have won 2 straight now. We will hear from the head coach of Peninsula, Coach Ross Filkins, coming up a little bit later on in the show. Live tonight from Roy Anderson Field in beautiful Purdy, I'm Chris Egan. Paul, back to you.
All right, thank you, Chris. A lot of good defensive plays tonight. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Potter somewhere in that top 5. We'll check back with you a little bit later on. All right, to enhance your high school viewing experience, it's the Big Game Replay. For those of you at the big game or fans who can't be at the big game, we're turning around the best plays from the game, and moments later, you can see them on King 5 Sports Twitter and Instagram pages, so follow us at King 5 Sports.
Today's pep rally was amazing. I'm so excited for the rest of the school year.
Take a look, we're at
What a morning in Puyallup as Michelle Lee and Chris Egan revved up the Rogers crowd at 6:30 a.m. Here's a look out. Check it out.
Go Rams! Woo! What are you doing?
I thought we were going to Puyallup.
Why is this jacket so tight on you?
This jacket is a little tight on me, but I look pretty good in purple, don't I?
The energy this morning, I was off the charts.
Oh yeah, he brought it and then they took him.
I was so excited for the turnout. It was awesome.
The game ends, the next one goes up. Voting is now open on next Friday's Big Game. To vote multiple times, use all your devices and browsers. You can vote at the king5.com high school page. Okay, let's bring in our new intern. Jackie is here, and she's sporting the Auburn Mountain View Lions jersey, thanks to Coach Jared Jervis for sending this over. So, Jared, thank you. Jackie looking good. Yeah, I know Jackie went to Kentridge, everybody, so she's not real happy she has to wear this Auburn Mountain View jersey. But
Chargers.
it fits her better than it's going to fit me tonight. So, let's go, Jackie. Take us through your chalkboard talk. What do you got for us for scores?
Well, it looks like we had a rough night. Tenino, Columbia, no points on the board. Everett 31, Mount Lake Terrace 8. Snohomish 55, shutting out Linwood. Adna 18, Toledo 14. North Mason 28, Kingston 6. Lake Stevens 14, Mariner 3. Cedro Woolley 42, Blaine 7.
Timeout, Cubs. We're still looking for a jersey, Cubs. I don't know how many times I have to ask on this show. I'll mail it back to you, but I'm looking for the Cubs. It's going to be 2 years running waiting for a Cubs football jersey. All right, go ahead.
Then Mercer Island 45, Eisenhower 20. Stadium 51, Spanaway Lake 24. North Kitsap shutting out Port Angeles. Newport 30, Issaquah 14. WF West 47, Highline 6.
How about that? New intern Jackie. Jackie the intern, everybody. Nice job. Great handwriting, too. Because the only way this feature works is if she puts the scores on the board, because you don't want to see my handwriting at all. All right. We're going to have a little break here, a little musical interlude as we head to a little bit of a break. Listen to the band. We'll come back with some more football. All right, thanks to the Highline Band coming at you with a little Earth, Wind, and Fire. So nicely done out there. We always appreciate the bands contributing on this program. It's not always about the football players and the cheerleaders. You have to get the band members in there. They're practicing just as hard. All right, to a man with little rhythm, our big man, Winston Dutchin. Here he is.
As the kids would say, Everett Memorial Stadium is lit for Mount Vernon and Jackson. The student section here calls themselves the Wolf Pack. My man, what is happening here?
Well, we do a different theme every week. This is Tropical Week, baby. Let's go on!
I love it. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I am married to an alumna of Mount Vernon High School, so I would be remiss if I didn't show some Bulldog love to the delegation coming down. Let's take a look at the highlights.
The visiting Bulldogs grab an early 7-0 lead, but Jackson answers. Ben Olsen slings it over the middle to Jonathan Navarro, who rumbles down to the 4-yard line. On the very next play, Navarro takes the direct snap and bulldozes the Bulldogs for the touchdown. The extra point is no good, Mount Vernon clinging to a 7-6 lead. On the ensuing possession, Bulldogs convert a 3rd and long when Riley Olmstead finds Dania Badak for an 18-yard pickup. However, penalties kill the drive, and the Timberwolves capitalize. They love this play. Olsen over the middle again to Navarro for a 15-yard score. Jackson on top, 13-7. Mount Vernon, their own worst enemy tonight. Penalties and this second quarter turnover and promising drives. Daniel Arias recovers for the Wolves. They march down the field, and then they turn it over. Cole Ellis recovering for the Bulldogs. However, they do nothing with it, and Jackson puts it out of reach just before the half. Olsen throws it up to, who else? Navarro for the easy touchdown. Jackson doubles up on Mount Vernon, 40-20.
All right, let's keep it going. Curtis Vikings hosting Sumner tonight. Spartans take the field, hoping to stay on a roll early in this season. Curtis quarterback Kyle Russell. Russell looking for a receiver, gets picked off by Mason Donovan. Good pursuit by Carson Gregg, who corrals Donovan there. Sumner kicker Colton Sigafus gives it a boot, hits the upright square, no good. Russell moves the Vikings into scoring position and fires a strike to Zach Paulson for a Vikings touchdown. 6-0 Curtis early. You knew this guy's name would come up in the highlights. Trey Weed busting through for the Spartans, motors into the end zone. Sumner takes a 7-6 lead. Final seconds of the first half, Russell trying to scratch out a few more points, rolls out, but he gets picked off by Weed. This kid is everywhere. The Spartans give their kicker another shot, and this time Colton nails it right down the pipe. He's good for 3, and the points just keep on coming. Quarterback Luke Ross hands to Ben Wilson, and Big Ben drags a tackler into the end zone. Sumner wins it 52-18. Ballard starting a freshman quarterback against Ingram. He doesn't look like a freshman. Ryan Blocker wings it deep to Deshaun Wells like he's dropping it in a bucket. Great ball, and Wells is all alone, runs it in for a touchdown. Beavers up 14-0. Back from the Rams. Zach Boss Thompson finds a good old number 99, Willie Swin, in the corner of the end zone. Big fella whips the home crowd into a frenzy. The Beavers take to the air once again, and the fans are loving it. Blocker lets his receiver try to make a play, and boy, does he ever. Lucas Waters stretches out, snatches it out of the air, comes down with it. He's ruled down at the 1. Great effort by Waters. Blocker finishes the drive with a 1-yard plunge. Ballard up 28-6 at halftime. Now to Ryan Takeo, who starts his night in Federal Way.
When they get tired. Beamer hosting Enumclaw. And with your student body president like Todd Beamer's Ethan Jaguno, you're basically the number 1 cheerleader.
Oh, your voice is gone.
My voice. Plenty to cheer about for Beamer. Brandon Nixich hits Colin McKay for the score. Fast forward to overtime, 21-21, and Beamer strikes first. It's McKay again. The extra point good, 28-21 Beamer leading it. Enumclaw answers, it's Bear Kuro. And then there is a reason we're showing you this PAT to tie.
Beamer wins an unbelievable game. Came down to the final kick. Now we'll take you to the action over at Auburn against Decatur. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Flip it, hurry up, flip it, hurry up, flip it, flip it, flip it.
Auburn head coach Gordy Elliott letting us mic him up, and he does have time for family. Here he is pregame with his grandsons.
Hi, come here. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hey, hi guys.
What's going on? How's that game 44? Hey, starts today, bud. Let's go. Let's have a game 20. Let's have a game now. Senior corner.
Decatur strikes first. The cameraman not ready for Jeremy Polita. Neither was Auburn. Coach, your thoughts?
So they shouldn't have had enough blockers. They didn't have enough blockers over there to block everybody if everybody's doing what they're supposed to.
Auburn's first score was on defense. Number 99, Cole Washburn. Look at him just grab the ball. Then he waltzes to the end zone.
Why we work with that on Mondays? That's why we do that right there. Every game. Good job.
And then Auburn pulls away. Hope to a Mahola. And Auburn wins it 42-27.
We are the 5 high school cheerleaders, and you're watching King 5 Sports Blitz on King5.com.
And the cheerleaders on there. Thanks to the 5 cheerleaders for cheering us on tonight. Trojans against Foss. Fife up 29-0 at halftime, padding the lead. Falani Jennings connects with Sakai Samuela for a 15-yard gain, and he gets tripped up. Trojans in the red zone. Doesn't take long for them to find pay dirt. Jennings flips it to Xavier Preston, bounces around the right side, takes it in for the 20-yard score. Fife up 36-0. Trojans keep their foot on the gas. Junior Follow with a 24-yard run, comes up just inches short of the goal line. No worries. Next play, he bullies his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Fife wins it tonight winning this one tonight, 49-0, the final. Monroe traveling to Everett to take on Kamiak, and the Knights getting fired up for this one, but the Bearcats steal the show. Isaiah Lewis takes the handoff, and when he emerges from the pile, he's got nothing but daylight in front of him. 32-yard romp for a touchdown. Monroe up 7-0. Final play of the first quarter, Jaden Pruitt lofts a perfectly placed pass to Efton Chisholm for a 37-yard touchdown. Monroe extends it to 14-0. Bearcats firing on all cylinders. Pruitt sets up the screen to Lewis. He follows a convoy to the end zone. Lewis finishes with 4 touchdowns tonight. Monroe shuts out Kamiak 43-0. Sid Otton night in Tumwater. The school dedicates the field to its longtime legendary coach. We spoke with the T-Bird legend about the huge honor, but Bellevue looked to spoil the party. Wolverines come out hot. Quinn Sullivan takes it, heads to the end zone, 56 yards, 7-0 at that point. Bellevue keeps it coming. Isaiah Afonso shakes off a defender here, 14-0. Bellevue at the half. Coach Otton, your thoughts? But believe Bellevue just keeps it coming. Afonso, 65-yard touchdown right out of the break. Coach Otton keeps hoping for a comeback. T-Birds did get a score right here, but Isaiah Afonso with 4 touchdowns gets the last laugh in this one. Bellevue, a lot of offense tonight, 30-13 over Tumwater. Coach Otton, congrats on a great night. So see what happens. A nice night for him. All right, Sid Otton, a class act, always a friend of the show. Chris Egan rejoins us from the big game. Chris, let's get it going here. Let's talk a little bit about this game because I know you had a lot going on. It looked like the fishbowl year in and year out is pretty competitive, but you had some pretty big defensive plays in your game tonight.
Pat, Paul, they had 5 food trucks here tonight. That's all I got to tell you. That's how big the big game has got. I mean, this place was packed. I've never seen this game so full as it was tonight. What a game. At halftime, Gig Harbor actually led this game 7-3, but in the second half, Peninsula came through with 28 points. They turned it on. Head coach Ross Filkins said there was a lot of turnovers, there was a lot of penalties, but in the end, you're always going to take a win at the Fishbowl. Pretty but gritty. That's basically what it was tonight a little bit, right?
That's kind of what you get here in downtown Purdy. You just never know what you're going to see, so really proud of our kids for bearing down there and getting it done in the second half. A special moment coming out here, beating a team that we've always fought hard against. It's really special to me. Getting a pick six is kind of nice and make a special play out there, get my name on the map. So.
How key was that offense, defense? You were running hard in the first half, running hard in the second half, and then defense really came through in the second half.
Yeah, we played as 11 as 1 the whole game. Everybody stepped up. It wasn't just me. It wasn't just quarterback. It wasn't anybody. Everybody played the team, and that's how we got the W. So.
I know it's one win, but I mean, you look on both sides. I mean, this place is packed. They're 4 deep in both end zones. People singing, dancing. This is a fun night, isn't it?
Oh, this is a blast. I mean, where would you rather be? This is it. I mean, this is why people come out and do this thing, once a year, and it doesn't get any better than this in Purdy.
I know it's a long season, but this win can kind of help, kind of motivate and keep things rolling here and take you to the right direction.
Yeah, it's a long season, so we'll enjoy this one tonight, believe me. But tomorrow morning, regardless of what state we wake up in, we're going to be 0-0 and ready to move on for the next game.
All right, a happy Coach Ross Filkins tonight as Peninsula takes the Fishbowl. Second straight Fishbowl victory for them. Gig Harbor still leads the overall series. Big difference now, though, Paul, with these two teams. They're in the same league, so these are now league games, and they count. And this was their first league game tonight. So both these teams are going to be tough, both trying to get back in the playoffs. Peninsula, they've been to the state quarterfinals 3 years in a row now, so pretty good things out here at Roy Anderson Field. Speaking of that, Coach Ross Filkins wanted to see my arm tonight, so with that in mind, we'll send out photographer Tate Miller. They've kept the lights on for us tonight, Paul, so here we go. There goes Tate Miller, the Coug, going deep.
I don't know, man. You kind of dropped it right in there.
Hey,
neither one of you guys can catch tonight.
You got to make the catch. Hey, we got more, Paul, from the big game. Our good friend Taylor, she was out here tonight. Let's roll that now. So lots of fun out here at the Fishbowl once again, and there was a lot of people from Rogers and Puyallup, Bethel and Lincoln that were on Twitter, Paul, coming to me. How in the world could they get so many votes from Peninsula and Gig Harbor? Well, you come out here tonight and you would have definitely seen why they got so many votes. A lot of people out here tonight. Great environment once again at the Big Fishbowl. Who knows where we'll be next week, but so far 3 games, 3 instant classic big games. Back to you, Paul.
Yeah, you had a great crowd out there tonight, man. The fans were really into it. It's always fun when they show up. So good job out there, Chris, tonight. The Lincoln a winner tonight over Bethel, and a good one, too. So some great football games this weekend for sure. We want to get your pictures when we get a chance. You get a chance. Want to see what you're doing out at your games. Send us your pictures via the Twitter or Instagram, hashtag K5 Sports. You can see them right there. We're taking a look at them and having some fun with a lot of fans. I love the feature with Taylor going out there and taking all the pictures of the big game and seeing the stills of all those great fans as well. So some nice features this season on the show, and we'll continue to try to bring you the best coverage we can possibly bring you. All right. Now to our mentoring program. These are the guys from Stewart Middle School in Tacoma. The kids are always out shooting games for us. They have 2 cameras. We usually only have 1. So again, they're spoiling us tonight with Lakes and Wilson. Let's get to the highlights thanks to the Stewart Middle School in Tacoma. And here we go. Stadium Bowl. Lakes and Wilson, the Rams, with waving it up. Lakes gets it going early. Liam Badlow hits Cody Rowe for a touchdown. It's a 7-0 lead. The Lancers also stepping up on defense, putting on the pressure. Alex Dangtum comes up with the pick right here. Alex anticipates great defensive pressure. They get the Badlow coming up right here, and Badlow is in all kinds of trouble. That's a safety. That is a safety. Lace comes back down the field, powers it in from 3 yards out, 17-2 at that point. It's a rare score, and then trust us. That's the backside of an interception. Jaden Archie returns it to the house. Nice job from the kids. At Stewart Middle School, Lakes wins it 24-9. Nathan Hale taking on Garfield. The Bulldogs could do no wrong tonight. It's a big night for quarterback Colby Burton. Colby Burton, everywhere he wants to be. Everyone's open. He airs it out. Oh, this is Capital and Timberline. All right, we always like to show the kickers when we can. So a little squib kick there to start the second half. But boy, I'll tell you what, Capital comes out. The Cougars down 17-7 at halftime. They start the third quarter strong. Good field position, and look at this play right here. A little shovel pass works to Eric Jackson, and then that sets up the big pass. Look at this. 2 plays later, quarterback Grant Erickson drops it in the bucket right to Chris Penner. That is a great play, good concentration. Erickson to Penner, 17-14 at that point. That's when Sky King had to fuel up. But we have a final. Timberline wins it 30-13. Now to Alex Rozier with a special night in Tumwater.
It's Sid Otton night in Tumwater, the school dedicating the field to its longtime coach. We spoke with the T-Bird legend about the huge honor.
It is a humbling experience. I'm really grateful for what they're doing, but I want to share it with a lot of other people, like great coaches and players.
1, 2, 3, CTE! But Bellevue looking to spoil the party. The Wolverines come out hot. First offensive play, Quinn Sullivan says, "I'll take that and I'll head to the house." 56-yard touchdown. 7-0 Bellevue. And the Wolverines keep it coming. Senior star Isaiah Ifanse shaking off the defender here, and he too is gone. 14-0 Bellevue at the half. Coach Otton, your thoughts?
There's 24 minutes left. Teamers never quit. Bellevue's certainly a great team, but so's Tumwater.
But the Wolverines aren't done either. Ifanse, a 65-yard touchdown right out of the break. He had 4 touchdowns on the night. Coach Otton still hoping for a comeback, but Ifanse gets the last laugh. 30-13, Bellevue wins on the road in Tumwater. But hey, Coach Otton, congrats on a great night. I'm Alex Rozier, King 5 Sports.
All right, let's take a quick trip back to a couple of Thursday night games. Federal Way and Auburn Mountain View. Big play by the Lions defense. Talon Alfrey leads the pack of Lions for a safety. Federal Way gets it going on the ground. Tama Ma'alona runs it in. Here come the Lions on offense. Bill Benjamin gets a little separation from a cornerback and catches it for 6. Federal Way goes on to win it 21-17. At French Field, the Royals of Kent Meridian hosting the Hazen Highlanders. Quarterback Jackson Ingram with a quick pass to Kendall Talton. A little footwork on the outside, and he's in for a touchdown. Kent Meridian gets on the board when Isaac Cordova hands to DeLon Ford. He gets a big block from James Wilson. Hazen goes on to win it 62-14. All right, back in the, I guess this is a makeshift studio, isn't it? We're going to bring in Jackie, the intern. It's makeshift, especially when you see a chalkboard behind us. You know, we spent good money on this. We didn't spend any money on these jerseys. Again, thanks to Todd Beamer, the Titans, for sending me the jersey, and for Auburn Mountain View, for those guys pitching in and letting Jackie wear the Auburn Mountain View jersey, because as we said earlier, it fits her much better than it fits me. Jackie's here for her second set of scores. All right, Jackie, pressure's on.
Well, it looks like Forks had a great night with 52 points, Chimicum with 7, Oak Harbor 19, Stanwood 7, Olympia 28, Bellarmine Prep 21, Bremerton 37, Olympic 23, Lake Washington with 30 points, Kelso with 6, Linden 40, Bellingham 14, White River 28, Foster 21, Bonnie Lake with 21 points, Mount Dahoma with 7, Acosta 14, Winlock 10, Cascade 42, Hepner 12, Inglemore 35, North Creek 8, and unfortunately my Kent Ridge Chargers lost to Kent Lake 38-20.
38-20. We'll just forget about this score right there. How about that? We're just saving for the, just kind of,
Hey, back when I was at Kent Ridge, they were pretty good, okay? So we'll see. There's still a whole season ahead.
All right, got a new coach. You're hoping for the best things. All right, Jackie, it's great to have you on this show. All right, we got a lot to get to here. We're coming down to it here. We got the top 5 plays of the week, and we had a few things go wrong, a few glitches here and there tonight, so we'd always like just bear with us a little bit. We're plowing through this thing in week 3, but let's get to the top 5 plays. We'll start with Sky King and number 5. Here we go. Capital quarterback Grant Erickson. This is the one we wanted to catch up on. Timberline looks like they've got it defended perfectly, but Erickson places it right into the hands of Chris Penner, who makes a great catch. He had 4 defenders surrounding him, yet Erickson gets it through to Penner, and he takes 59 yards for a touchdown. A great job by Erickson and Penner. Number 4 comes from the defensive side. The O'Day game with Skyview. The Fighting Irish's J.P. Moriarty. Spectacular interception at the goal line. Boy, O'Day's defense tough tonight against Skyview. Play possible by Jack Markowitz, pressuring the quarterback into a tough pass. J.P. cuts in front for the interception, holding on to give the ball back to O'Day. Number 3. Garfield receiver, Savell Smalls, doesn't wait for the ball to come to him. He leaps over the defender and plucks it out of the air for the touchdown. They call that high-pointing the ball. Great effort by Smalls. In slow motion replay, you can really appreciate the body control. Smalls makes the catch, made it look easy in Garfield's 55-13 win over Nathan Hale. Number 2 comes from Auburn's Cole Washburn. He just rips it out of the running back's hands. Oh, and he takes off, sprinting 42 yards for a touchdown. Washburn, helped by his teammates, watch him just keep the runner standing up long enough for him to swipe that ball and go. That's teamwork. Trojans linebacker goes the other way, and no one's going to stop him. Number 1, pretty easy tonight from the big game. Peninsula brings the heat on Ben Hollenbeck. Quarterback lets it fly. Here comes Braden Potter. Oh, he takes it, and he's gone. Takes the interception to the house. Potter leads all the way. They're just chasing him. Head to the sideline, 37 yards for a touchdown. Worth another look. The magical interception by Potter. Oh, I see what you're doing there. The magical interception by Potter. Little Harry Potter reference, huh? Way to go, Joel. Potter needs to make one final guy miss, and there it is. It's magical. Potter flies by him on his Nimbus 2000, whatever the heck that is. Whatever. His broomstick. Oh, man. Hey, you know what? You should come up here and own that line. That's going to do it for week number 3. Thanks to the big cast of characters tonight, including Joel Knipp. The introduction of Jackie, the intern. She'll be back with some of those fancy chalkboard scores next week. And don't forget, you can take some pictures, send them our way, Twitter, Facebook. We'll play them throughout the season. Any videos you guys get, feel free to let us have them. So, and again, we like to shout out for the jersey. So if you want to see your jersey on this show, please do. Thanks again to Todd Beamer Titans, Auburn Mountain View Lions. As I blow through the end of this show, we'll see you next week.
How's everyone doing tonight? Friday Night Football, your Instagram game of the week, Tumwater and Bellevue. Honoring longtime Tumwater coach Sid Otton tonight. We'll show you that ceremony and take you through all the highlights. Should be a lot of fun.
Metro's here. I'll be bringing you through the Instagram Game of the Week here in Tumwater. Don't forget, hashtag King5Sports in your high school football photos. We'll be sure to take a look at them. Hopefully we can share a few. In the green jacket is legendary Tumwater coach Sid Otton. Tonight, this field will be named in his honor after so many years coaching this squad with several state championships and a whole lot of winning seasons. Pretty amazing moment. All of the guys who played for him right behind him, as well as so many alumni on hand here to honor this great man.
Let's do this, man. Let's do this. I regret it. Let's do it.